Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag's PostgreSQL DBA tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to monitor PostgreSQL 17 on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS using the Prometheus and Grafana, and we will also use the PostgreSQL Exporter for monitoring this. So here is the step-by-step guide for the configure the Prometheus and Grafana to monitor PostgreSQL 17 using the PostgreSQL Exporter on Ubuntu. Okay, so we are using the operating system Ubuntu server, and we have two servers, server 1 192.168.224.128. there we'll install the PostgreSQL 17 plus exporter, and 129 we'll just install the Prometheus and Grafana. So first step we'll go through that, and on the server 128, both the servers are running on the VMware workstation. So there is server 1, server 2, both the servers are there. So now I'm going to access this. So cmd sshDPT@192.168.224.128. This is the first server IP. Sudo su, and second server 129. So both the servers are logged in. So this one, server one, I'm writing the IP also 128, and this will be the server 2 IP 129. Okay. So both the nodes are ready, both the servers. Now I am going to side by side. So here we'll just go through that. So on server 1, 128, so we'll install the PostgreSQL 17 and Postgres Exporter. So let me update and upgrade the package. Both the servers I'm updating and upgrading the package. Okay. So next is for the install the curl and CS certificates. In Ubuntu 24.04, we have to add the repositories for the PostgreSQL 17. By default, this will install a repository will be there for the Postgres 16. So we need to add the repository and source path. So this is the code for that. So we are working with the 128. I'm just changing the tab color. 129. This is 128. So this is completed. Now I'm just running for the install the curl and CS certificate. Already done. Now run this commands, create the keys, and add into the source list repository source list. Now update the system again for the whatever the you added to in the source list. This will update the packages. So update is done. Now I'm going to install the PostgreSQL and PostgreSQL contribution libraries. So installation is going on. So here you can able to see there is a Postgres 17, 16 will be there. So Postgres 17 will install. We are also using the Postgres 16 some packages. Next we will enable the PostgreSQL and start the PostgreSQL. Enabling the PostgreSQL means that whenever the system will boot, means OS will reboot, automatically the PostgreSQL database will start. So we have done this. Now I'm going to log in and create the user for the PostgreSQL exporter. So logged in. Here you can able to see there is a Postgres 17.5 on there. Now I'm going to okay. So create a user. So create user is done. Set the exporter to search path. Done. Now I'm going to give the connects this one connect to the database PostgreSQL Postgres database to Postgres exporter. So all the commands I'm running in once. So all are done. Now I'm going to exit. So here we are running working with the 128 server. So this is the server one, and here we are installing the PostgreSQL. And after installation, we have created the Postgres exporter user for accessing the Postgres database. Now install the PostgreSQL exporter. Run this command. Go to the OPT folder. Get the latest URL of Postgres exporter and just wget download and extract that. Move all the directories to the Postgres exporter. Node to start nodes. Okay, first I have to run the directory. So done. Now in directory I am going to move. Okay, done. So give the ownership permission. So this is the ownership permission. So we have given. Now move to the step 4 and there we will just see the configure PostgreSQL exporter. So sudo nano and we'll just open the Postgres exporter service. We'll create the service for the Postgres exporter and paste the below commands. So this is the command. So run. So this is the always whenever you are creating the service, similar service will be there, and we'll just use this attributes. So there is a description. We have give the name, targets, and there is a main thing is this. The here we'll just define the user Postgres exporter, group name, type, and path. So if you go right, so you can able to see these things. Okay. So next we'll start and enable the services. So once we can run all the commands. So done. Now open the firewall for port 9187. This is a Postgres exporter port, and this port will allow access through the another server. So I'm allowing the 9187. Now move to the server 2. So come to the server 2 and here we'll just install the Prometheus and Grafana. So step 1 we'll just add user, then move to the OPT folder, wget, so downloading in started. After downloading we'll just extract the file. 2 seconds to go. Yeah, done. Now I'm going to extract that zip file and move this one to 2.52. So this folder to Prometheus. So move to that folder. Now I'm going to configure the Prometheus. So go Nano and open the configuration file. And here we are going to add the job name. So here in bottom, you can see that there is a job name. Job name, I'll just Postgres and Exporter and add this IP, target IP. So target IP is there. Control X, Y, yes. So saved this file. Now create the Prometheus system and service. So previously also we have created the service for the exporter. Same you can able to see same things are there. Only some changes will be in the services. So this will be the you have to learn about the basic services. So here just check. So this is the command and we are passing all the means whatever we created just like we created the YML file. So you have to configure this. Now start Prometheus. So first give the permission for the folder. Done. Now run this command at once. So this for the daemon reload, start, enable and status. So it will show you the status. Okay. Service. Let me check. Let me check the service again. Yeah, seems correct. Now give the ownership permission. Done. Daemon. Execute. Reload is done. Start the service. Okay, done. Okay, enable the service. Okay, done. Okay, here the capital P is there. Okay, so run this. So service is running. You can able to check. Okay. Now I'm going to allow port 9090 TCP port there. So rules are added. Now open the URL, this URL into your browser. So it's working. You can able to check the UI is working now. Now I'm going to install the Grafana on the same server. So newly added. Now add the repository. Then go to the wget and add the keys. Okay. Let me run again. So this is done. Now stable main, enter to continue. Okay, done. So now I'm going to the wget. So okay. Now update the system. whatever you have changes in the repository, you have to update the system whenever you are adding the any repository. Okay, warning is there. Now I am going to install the Grafana. So enter. Okay, installation is going on. So after installation of this, we'll start the server and we'll just enable the services. So done. Now I'm going to allow the 3000 port. So open the Grafana UI with this URL. Open. Now we have a username and password. So default username is admin and password is also admin. Logged in. So if you want to change the password, then you can change. Otherwise, you can click on the skip, and next time you can change the password. So I'm going to change the password admin at the rate 123, admin at the rate 123. Then submit. So this is the UI. It's coming for the Grafana. So now we are going to the add to the Prometheus to a data source as to the Grafana. So this is the URL we can access with this. So go to the connection, add a new connection, add a data source, Prometheus, and give the name. So what are the name we are giving? One by one I'm going. So name we are not giving anything. So set URL, go to the connection, save URL, give this one, and no need to change anything. Just go by default and just click on save and test. So successfully done. Okay, working fine. Now import the PostgreSQL monitoring dashboard. In Grafana, go to the plus and import. So go there plus and there is a import dashboard, and here you have to give the ID. So ID I am giving 9628 for the Postgres overview. So this ID and click on load. So dashboard, everything coming. Now you have to keep the Prometheus data source. So click here, click Prometheus and click on import. So here you can able to check all the data from the 128 server. It's coming general counter, CPU, memory, file descriptor, and states. So these are the things coming from there. Now, if you want to add, then you can add the 455 to database matrix. So I'm adding one more. Let me check. So go and here, import, give there and load, and same use the data source and import. So here you can able to check the database matrix. So cache ratio, number of active connection, you can able to see these things here. So final checklist is done. Now I am moving for the testing one, testing PostgreSQL Exporter. So on server 2, test connection matrix. So just curl this one, or you can curl in the server 1. You're going through the server 1 and curl, then you will get like this. Here you have to check this one, PG upgrade. Okay? PG up. So PG up is showing you the PostgreSQL is server is up or not. If 1, then yes, 0 for no. So you can search this one. So this is defined here. Now test the Prometheus web URL. So open this URL. Already we have opened, and just check with the PG up here. So here the expression, write this and execute. You can able to see instance is going to connect with the 128. Okay? 128.9187 job is Postgres exporter. Okay, we are able to connect this, and here you can find the 1. So we have done this one. So simulate the PostgreSQL activity on server 1. Just log in with the PostgreSQL. So logged in. Now create a database and connect to the database. So this is changed. Previously it was the Postgres, and now this is changed to Postgres DB. Okay. So now I'm going to create a table and insert one row and just query that. So done. We have thousands of rows are created. Now wait for a minute and refresh the Grafana. You should see the activity spikes on CPU, IO, TPS, etc. So wait for a minute. Go there, and in default, you can able to see there is a spike. Okay, CPU 1.8 like this. So if you wait some more time, it will give you the spike. See, and database also there is a till now Chirag is not updated. So the files you can able to see the Chirag is not coming. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll do the next. So we have done this one. Now alert. So you can check PG up is equal to 0, Postgres SQL down alert, and you can send alert via email, Slack, etc. You require extra configuration for that. For any doubts and query, you can write on the YouTube video comment section. So let me check with the Skype. So yeah, now this is coming somewhat, and Chirag DB is there. Okay. So if you click, see the spike. Everywhere Chirag DB will be there. So Chirag DB is added. So how much this memory this took? So 0.2 template is this. So all the spike you can able to check there. So in this video we have learned how to monitor PostgreSQL 17 on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS using the Prometheus and Grafana, and we'll use the PostgreSQL exporter to connect that. So step by step process is given there. For any doubts and query, please write on the YouTube video comment section. Please follow the process shown in the video and subscribe for the more videos. Don't forget to follow, like, share and comments. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching.